We're joined now by Jody Campiche, who is an ag policy specialist, to talk a little bit about the ACRE program and the payments that are going out currently. And I understand, Jody, that started this past week. Can you tell me a little bit about, give me some perspective on what it's like this year and what it means for Oklahoma?
Well, the total ACRE payments that will be going out for all across the U.S. is about $420 million, and those are for 2009 ACRE payments. Oklahoma is going to get about 30% of that, so somewhere around $120 million. So our Oklahoma producers are going to get about $120 million more dollars than they've received in past years.
Now, for someone who's just hearing about ACRE for the first time or needs an update, explain for me what ACRE is and how it works.
Okay, so the 2008 Farm Bill implemented this new average crop revenue program, or ACRE program. Producers could enroll in the ACRE program, or they could enroll in the direct and countercyclical payment program from the previous Farm Bill. If a producer enrolled in the ACRE program, they had to take a 20% cut in their direct payments. So getting into ACRE was a pretty big decision because it was pretty risky to know whether or not there was going to be an ACRE payment, but they knew they were going to have to take that 20% loss in direct payments.
So a lot to consider there as you're signing up, and you say significantly fewer people signed up than actually were eligible?
Right, only about 25% of the total eligible producers signed up for the ACRE program, but there was still a pretty significant payment, mostly going to wheat producers, but still corn, oats, and barley producers in Oklahoma also qualified for an ACRE payment if they also had a farm level loss, because the way ACRE works, you have to have a state loss and a farm loss. For those 4 crops, there was a state loss, so as long as the producer also suffered a loss on their own farm, then they would qualify for a payment.
And I guess the payments were significant in Oklahoma because of the large wheat crop?
Yes, the wheat crop for 2009 in Oklahoma, the average for the state is usually around 31, and for the 2009 it was 22 bushels per acre, which is significantly less, which kind of is how Oklahoma ended up having such a big payment.
Okay, and there's still some time to go. The payments won't necessarily be this significant as we move forward.
Right. So a producer who gets into the ACRE program must remain in the program for the life of the Farm Bill. Now, it's possible to get a payment for the 2010 through 2012 crop years, but based on our historical analysis, there's only really been a significant ACRE payment, or would have been based on history, about 1 in every 5 years. So producers shouldn't necessarily expect a large ACRE payment in 2010 and through 2012, and should really try to manage this payment accordingly across multiple years.
Okay, so kind of, even though it's exciting to see that check with all those zeros after it, I'm sure you still need to be mindful that it won't necessarily be there next year or the year after.
Right.
Okay. Jody Campiche, good information today. Thank you.